So, this was your idea, right?
I came up with one, yeah.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah.
So, we're talking about really awful movies that we've watched because we liked one of the actors or actresses who was in it. So, we started just making the list.
Yeah, and usually going into them knowing that they're probably going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, I think it makes it more enjoyable when you know that they're going to be bad.
Well, yeah, we just make fun of them.
Right, because then you can just, like, MST3K it. And nobody cares if you talk. Mm-hmm. I mean, I say nobody cares. It's usually just the two of us just watching it. Yeah. So, okay, so who do you want to start off with? Do we want to start off with Dylan? Because really he only has the one.
Yeah, let's just go down the list. Okay. Whatever.
So, yeah, we came up with all these movies for all these other people, but for Dylan O'Brien...
There's only the one, really.
We only have the one, which was the first time.
Which we actually went to New York to see.
We drove all the way to New York, which was like, what? It's like a 4-hour drive for us, right?
Yeah, we saw that, and what else did we see?
Saw that, and...
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, which was good.
Which was good, so that made it a little...
made up for it, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was an awful movie. It was just... Because he's a good actor. His acting was not bad in it.
Yeah, I felt like the writing
was bad. Yeah. So, it really lacked any sort of substance, and I think that's what made it bad.
It made me sad.
Yeah. So, yeah. Driving 4 hours to go up there, at least while we were in New York, we got Shake Shack. And was that the time that we saw the guy from Jersey Shore?
I think it was. Yeah, who was it? Like Pauly D.
Pauly D. We saw Pauly D walking down the street.
Yeah.
Looking like a Ken doll.
With his bodyguard.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. That's the only bad one for Dylan, because really the other movies he's done, like The High Road, that was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
So, yeah. Okay, so moving on, if we're going to stay with our Teen Wolf cast right now.
Do it.
Okay, so, Hecklin. We got a lot for Hecklin.
Which
is sad, because again, he's not a bad actor.
No, he's just
like nobody on this list is a bad actor.
Yeah, it's just the movie.
It's the low budget movie thing. So the best one, of course, is Grizzly Rage.
Yeah.
In which basically the premise is that their car breaks down and they get attacked by a bear. And for some reason, at one point, he takes off all of his clothes.
Yeah, that's at the end.
Except for his boxers and his sneakers.
He's like, the bear won't find me without my clothing.
Right, I don't really understand why.
Who knows?
I hope he got paid extra for that. But yeah.
He also climbed a tree like that, I think.
Right, he climbed a tree. He got up in a tree in just his boxers and his sneakers.
So bad.
And I think, was that after, like, a whole bunch of other people had gotten killed off?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, like, him and, like, one other
person
left,
There was him and one girl, yeah. And we also, when we were watching it, we noticed, like, problems with the, like, continuity of, like, what clothing was ripped or dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at one point, his shirt was ripped, and then the next scene, it was, like, cleaner
My
and
favorite
unripped.
part of the whole movie was just when he lost that stupid backwards baseball
hat.
Yeah. I was rooting for that thing to go, and it finally got knocked off.
Right,
and I was
you were
just
pissed
like,
about the hat, like, from the beginning. You're like, he's not going to wear that hat the whole time.
It was terrible.
Okay. Yeah, so that was bad.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Open Gate, which he was
man, that's so much worse.
A rodeo clown guy.
Because I actually kind of enjoyed Grizzly Rage, because I could get the whole way through it, because it was funny without meaning to be funny. But Open Gate was sad.
It was sad. It was
dramatic.
It
was dramatic and sad, and hard to get through.
Yeah.
So I managed to watch the whole thing. Did we watch that together?
I think we watched that together. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Right, because that was just the two of us. Because Grizzly Rage I put on during a party, and like everybody was making fun of it, and they didn't even know Hecklin. They were like, "What is this? And why are you watching it?" Yeah, Open Gate, like the whole thing. Again, just it felt more like a made-for-TV movie than anything else.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lifetime
special. Like Lifetime, my husband murdered me and sold drugs or something. Like, I don't even remember the whole plot.
I don't either, actually.
Like, all I remember is that there's gifs of that movie on Tumblr.
With him in the sad
clown makeup or in the wife beater with the broken arm, like eating cereal.
Yeah, that one, yes.
That's about it. Yeah, and
One more for him.
One more for him. We got Solstice, which I actually kind of liked that one too.
I don't even remember the whole plot of that one. All I remember is that he had that really bad, like, Louisiana accent.
Yeah, he was really putting on like a really thick Cajun accent, and it was just not well done. No. So you could hear him like slipping in and out of it.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be like the creepy guy who lived in town or something.
I remember he like worked at a like convenience.
He worked at a convenience store that like the kids going to the it was like a cabin in the woods type of like scary movie.
But then he wasn't the bad guy.
No, he wasn't the bad guy.
Helped them.
Right. And it was something about like they were going to get sacrificed to maybe some sort of pagan god.
That sounds familiar.
Maybe some voodoo in there. There's always
probably
voodoo.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
and
it's
then,
set in Louisiana,
I think we were talking about, you know, they like knew that they were gonna die or something, and they all decided to go freaking swimming in that gross lake.
Oh God, I haven't watched that for a long time.
But I'm like, if you know that something's trying to kill you, how about you don't go in the lake? Just a thought.
Yeah, just do it.
So next one. I didn't watch this.
You didn't watch that, but In Fear, which I watched because Ian DeCastecker was in it. Okay, I just like.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me the story. Now tell me the story.
Yeah. Okay, so it was like, I can't remember if it was set in Ireland or Scotland, but it was him and his girlfriend trying to like go have like a nice weekend away or something. I'm like butchering the story, but like.
Long story short.
And then it's like they're trying to find the hotel, and for some reason it like there are signs and it just keeps like bringing them in circles and like all this stuff, and it's like on these tiny little back roads of like Ireland, and so like one car fits down them, and it's like getting super creepy, and it gets dark, and there's like suddenly this guy trying to kill them, and I don't remember why.
Did the guy also have a car, or was he just on foot?
No, he was just on foot. And well, it was like first they tried to help him,
right,
and then he turns out to be bad, and he's like messing with them. But like the part where, so for some reason he gets left, Ian DeCastecker's character gets left with the guy while she's like running away, or she's trying to find him or something, and
right.
So she can't find him, and she just takes the car and drives off.
And this is his girlfriend?
Yeah. And then she finds
that's rude.
That the bad guy hooked up the tailpipe into the trunk and like taped it into his mouth and had stuffed his character in the trunk, so her driving actually killed him.
That's awful. That's still not as bad as in The Hitcher, where the truck pulls the guy apart. Like, I am rarely bothered by things, but, like, that upset me for some reason.
Yeah, that totally
I don't really like guys getting pulled apart by trucks, apparently. Learn something new every day.
That movie, but
I like that movie, too. That's the thing.
Just not that part.
Yeah, because that's got, is that Sean Bean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was Sean Bean.
Yeah, that's like his retribution for always getting killed. He kills everybody instead.
Yeah.
But like the action sequence of them like driving down the road and like all those cars exploding and stuff, like that was a really good scene. But yeah.
Okay, but that was the end of In Fear. It was bad, but I watched it.
Right, because I've seen some of his other things that were good movies, but I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to Jensen Ackles, and we have two main ones, and then I wrote down just on a side note that apparently he was in an episode of Wishbone.
Yeah,
like I love Wishbone, so that's not a bad movie.
One episode.
Yeah, it said like 1996, so he would have been a teenager. I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now. Yeah, so Devour.
Was so bad.
Which was something to do with demons. It was what made that movie bad in my opinion.
Was it something like with he had a thing with his what turned out to be his mom or something?
Yeah.
And there was that scene that gets.
There was the scene where people are like, were they having sex or
no,
like?
It was literally just dry humping.
Right, they were like dry humping, and I'm not really sure what to make of that scene.
I don't know.
Because it was so weird.
It was really weird. That's the one that I see on Tumblr all the time, though. But yeah, what freaked me out was that it was like something about his mom.
Yeah.
Like, the one girl turned out to be his mom.
Yeah, I don't know. It was strange, and I know there was demons.
Something. Yeah, I don't remember the story.
I don't even remember the plot. It was just like weird crap started happening to him, basically, and then whatever.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, so that one's hard to watch because it's just kind of generally bad.
Yeah.
And then, see, you put My Bloody Valentine as a bad movie. I like that movie. I guess technically it's a bad movie. And his acting in the movie is a little bit, like, ham. It's a little over the top, especially towards the end.
And it's not like I wouldn't watch it again because
it's a horror movie. Not to, like, sit down and be like, I love this movie.
No. It's a horror movie, and, like, it does what a horror movie is supposed to do. Like, it's gory.
Yeah.
And
because by the time you get to the part where you're like,
that I didn't see it in 3D like they had.
When you get to the part where there's just like hearts like falling out of the cabinets or whatever, I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think weren't they talking about making another one of those at some point?
I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, maybe because he didn't die.
No, he didn't. No.
Yeah, because he just like goes nuts, but he's still alive. So whatever. I don't know if Jensen would ever go back and do another one. Yeah. It's like, hey, where has he been wandering around for the past like 10 years?
He lived in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like that movie. But again, all of those, a lot of these are the like teenage horror movie basically, where it's like group of teenagers, something terrible happens to them. But I guess that's pretty common in the genre of horror.
Yeah, usually.
Okay, so then I'm gonna first actually stay on the horror movies and talk about Brittany Snow's movie.
Let's do it.
Which we just kind of picked out randomly. I think it was like on HBO.
Yeah, we were like on a horror movie kick or something for a while.
I think it had, because you can see the Rotten Tomatoes scores on there when you're looking through the movies, and it had a really low score. And we were like, let's watch this.
Yeah, we've done that a bunch.
Yeah, we've done that a bunch. I think we usually try
low
to
ratings.
Keep it.
Yes, let's do it.
We try to keep it like 10 and above. If it's a below a 10, then it's probably not worth watching at all. Yeah, but it was called Would You Rather, and it was about. It was like this big fancy dinner party, and she needed money to pay for her sister.
Yeah, it was like something like he invited these people there because they had the chance at winning money. And yeah, her sister was like dying.
Right.
So
she
needed money.
Right. So if you want to watch the movie, I don't want to give too much away about that because I feel like these other ones people have all pretty much seen.
Maybe.
maybe
spoiler alert.
Maybe we
should have said that at the beginning.
Yeah, I'll put something in there. But this one, like, basically what happens is that the guy who's throwing the dinner party is like a psycho, and he makes everybody play a really unpleasant game of Would You Rather, and you get to choose things like, would you rather stab yourself or stab the guy next to you? And of course, you know, for some people that's an easy choice.
Yeah.
And for other people, less so. But yeah, I mean, it was a bad movie, but it was still kind of, it was watchable.
Yeah, I'd call it entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Yeah. If you enjoy watching people stab each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so, because Misha doesn't have horror movies.
Yeah.
Because Stonehenge Apocalypse doesn't count as a horror movie.
No.
And I mean, that's arguably a bad movie, but it's still funny.
It is funny, yeah.
So that's worth watching. It's not like it's an unwatchable bad movie.
No.
It's just cheesy.
Yes, it's definitely cheesy.
So, you know, but it's obviously, like, quotable, and it's entertaining. So that's not too bad. And then I wrote this down, and now I don't even remember. Oh, The Ringer. That was the show, the episode of that show he was on.
You just immediately forget.
Yeah, I did immediately forget because it's immediately forgettable. Really, ultimately, all that episode of that show was good for was to make gift sets that people used for, like, domestic stuff for Supernatural.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. You know, and I feel bad because that was Sarah Michelle Gellar, like, the first thing that she's done in years, and it just wasn't a very good show.
I didn't watch any of it.
Right, I think it had, like, season before it got canceled, maybe.
No idea.
If that. But yeah, so that. And then the last one was something I've watched that you didn't watch, which is called Finding Home. And his character in that is named Dave. And I don't really remember that much about the movie. It was
Dave.
Yeah, it's just Dave. Something about maybe that his character was like friends with the main female character from the time they were young, and it was the whole like destined to be together type of thing. But her family was rich, so they wanted her to get married to a rich guy. It was basically that type of. I'm maybe thinking of something else, but I swear that's it. All I remember is that he had long hair, and he had a boat. And yeah. And
all you need to know.
And I think he knew how to play piano, maybe? I don't remember a lot about it. So, yeah, obviously, and yeah, that one also felt like a Lifetime movie. Like, make you sad type of movie.
Right.
So, I don't know if that's worth watching, but I watched it because I was curious, so. It was on, so I had to watch it.
So many things just because we're curious.
And we're pretty sure that there's more, so we may need to do another video once we have time to sit down and really think about this. Yeah. But for now, that is our list of horrible movies that we've watched because of actors that we like. Thanks for watching, and you can subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of our videos. You can also find us on Twitter. I'm at Calamity Carrot.
I'm at Insult Sauce.
And you can find us on Tumblr at WyrdSistersVlog.tumblr.com. Bye.
Bye.